Hello everyone, welcome to Module 1, Building Strong Foundations, Computers, Operating Systems, and Overview.
Computers are everywhere, in our cars, the kitchen, our workplace, the gym, and every other place it is that we have our daily activities. Almost everything in our lives these days are computerized. Computers are used to communicate and make everyday tasks much easier. Now, let's get straight to the definition of a computer. The computer is an electronic device that can store, retrieve, and process data. You may also use a computer to type documents, send emails, play games, and browse the web. Now, there are different types of computers, as computers are not limited to desktops and laptops. We have mainframes, server, supercomputers for simulations, tablets, POS, ATMs, and medical computers for diagnostics, X-ray, scan, and medical imaging. The key components of the computer. The key components of the computer can be categorized into three parts: input devices, output devices, and the storage devices. Input devices are devices from which commands are sent into the processing unit of the computer. After processing this information sent through the input devices, it is translated into image, text, waves, or lights. Then you have the storage devices for storage and backup. As we go further in this course, we hope to expatiate on this. Let's briefly discuss hardware and software, their differences, and their examples. Hardware is everything you can touch, like the keyboard, mouse, and this monitor you're staring at right now. On the flip side, we have software. Software is the computer's brain, which collects information, instructions from the hardware, telling it what to do. More importantly, telling the hardware how to do it. For example, when you open Microsoft Word, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Microsoft Excel, the job of the software is to provide an interface, a graphical interface, to permit you, the user, to create, to edit, to view, to use external devices to speak into it, and every other thing possible based on design. Now let's get to the examples of hardware. We have the monitor, keyboard, printers, speakers, and so on. Examples of software: Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, browsers, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, antivirus, and of course, your email setup, and so much more. What is an operating system? An operating system is the fundamental software component that manages and controls the hardware and the software resources of your computer. The operating system is what facilitates the execution of your tasks, providing a nice interface for your interaction. It is the bridge between your hardware and the software resources. The operating system is a software in itself, so you would not need to install an operating system when you purchase a computer, because most of them are built in already. They are already loaded in the computer. However, you may wish to upgrade, update, or even change it entirely. An operating system is like the superhero of the computer world, managing the computer's memory, its processes, the software, the hardware. Thanks to Windows and macOS that have created and developed some of these amazing operating systems that we use in today's world. Windows was developed by Microsoft and it's one of the most widely used operating systems globally. So doing, making it highly compatible with so many hardware and software inclusive. Whereas Mac operating system, on the other hand, was developed by Apple, designed exclusively for Apple hardware and software. And by doing so, it has reduced the range of hardware options compatible for the Apple OS. Linux is an open source operating system which can be modified, distributed by anyone. Linux comes in various distributions or distros like Ubuntu, Fedora, Debian, and more. Next up, file management. Managing your digital files effectively is crucial for staying organized and productive on your computer. I will walk you through the essential steps for creating, saving, organizing your files and folders, which is very much similar to organizing physical files. Creating a new folder on the computer. The very first step is to click on the File Explorer icon, or you right-click your desktop. The File Explorer takes you to your desired location. So you use your File Explorer to navigate to the folder where you wish to create this new folder. Could be your desktop, could be your document, could be your video folder, could be your picture folder. I'll be showing you how to create a new folder right away. I have my File Explorer icon pinned to the bottom of my taskbar. I could also go through the Windows Start icon here to find File Explorer, or I search for File Explorer. Another way to go about this is using the shortcut Windows E. Windows plus E will take me straight up into the File Explorer. From here, I can select wherever location I desire to save my new folder. And in this case, I wish to save it under Documents. I am in Documents now. I right-click the empty space, click on New, click on Folder. Alas, I have a new folder and I name it Maiwa 2. This way, I have a new folder saved under Documents.
However, there's an easier way to go about this, especially if you intend to save your folder on the desktop. Right now, I'm on the desktop and all I need to do is to right-click, click on New, and I see the folder option here. At this point, I can name my folder however I wish to name it, Maiwa 1. Alas, we have a new folder. Files can be moved, dragged, dropped. An option is for you to right-click to copy. Copying means that you need to retain a copy of what you are moving. Cutting means that you are taking it completely away from one place to the other. I'll be using Ctrl X to cut and Ctrl C to copy. Saving a new document in a folder, you open the application you wish to work with. After creating or editing the document as needed, you click on the File menu on the top left corner, then you click on Save As. So I'm opening Microsoft Word and this is what I wish to do in Microsoft Word. I have edited the document, I have finished up and I need to save. So I click on File, I click on Save As, then I locate whatever folder I wish to save it on my computer. Then I name it and I click Save. Before saving, we would have to check that it is my preferred document type that is being saved. If I wish to change this to PDF, I click on PDF. These are available extensions for this document.
Files and folders permission. File permissions control who can access or modify folders or documents in the computer. In file permissions, R stands for read, W stands for write. And in this RW, the owner of the file can read and write, while others can only read the documents. In this case, we see that Alice can read and write this document, while others can only view, that only read these documents. That's all about files and folders permission. Thank you. Now let's briefly talk about file extensions. File extensions help you identify file formats. To determine if the files are Word documents, videos, or images. There are common types of extensions, and I'm sure you're familiar with the MP3, MP4, JPEG, depending on the software that you're working with, like the MOV for videos recorded through iPhone, like the PPT for PowerPoint presentations, and so many others.
Installing and uninstalling software. To install a software, I'll take you through 3 simple steps. Step 1, download the software from a trusted source or through an external flash disk. You run this installer and follow the prompts, alas, you have your software installed on your computer. To uninstall it, you click on Control Panel, you select the software or you search for the software you wish to uninstall. Click on the right buttons and confirm removal. Following these steps will safely allow you to install or uninstall software.
Introduction to data backup. Data backup protects your important digital data. It makes copies for them, stores them in safe places. Your data like photos, documents, and files are very important to backup in the case of disaster. And this data can be backed up either locally, saved on external drives or USB sticks, or copies can be saved online in the cloud with services like Google Drive or Dropbox. You could also keep them in hybrid backups, that is, a combination of the local and cloud backups for extra safety. It is important that your data is backed up. Where your computer crashes, where your computer is attacked by virus, accidents, water splash, even disasters. Cloud backup includes the Google Drive, which is the cloud storage service by Google. There is also the Dropbox, which is a user-friendly cloud storage service. We also have the iCloud, which is exclusive to macOS users. Thank you and see you in the next module.